Hello and welcome back to another episode on the Hitchhikers SMP.
Seriously? Why do you say it like that?
It's fun, dude. Come on, have some fun. Get with it. Armor Blue is going to be streaming in just a few moments, and what she is going to be doing is hunting for some different wolf variants. We have finally updated to 1.21 on the server. And so, there's all the wolf variants, there's the trial chambers with like the vaults finally, and eventually, maybe we can get the mace. But anyway, my little friend, you are going to be waiting right here for now. There you go.
Please, no, don't leave me here like this.
Hey, a guy's gotta do what a guy's gotta do. I need an actual totem with me this time.
Why are you like this?
I'm like this because it's fun! Now that that is out of the way, let's meet up with Blue and collect some puppers in a super sick and very quick montage. Unfortunately, we didn't get every dog, but there is plenty more to do in this 1.21 update. We can now go to the trial chambers, and I have a plan, ladies and gentlemen. You see these right here? Normally, I don't use lingering potions. However, in the trial chambers, there are a lot of undead mobs. Some with some really powerful armor, and so I'm hoping that these lingering potions of healing will do a lot of damage to them. However, I do have to keep in mind that there's going to be other stuff that is not undead, such as spiders, silverfish, and I think slime. So it's going to be something that I'm going to have to keep in mind or like watch out for. But for the most part, this should really come in clutch, or at least I'm hoping. You know what? There's one more thing I'm definitely going to need. Let's head to the raid farm. Whoa. All that spinning gets me dizzy. Hello, puppers. I'm gonna name you one day, just not today. So if we head over here, actually we're not going to the raid farm. We're going next to the raid farm. So in the 1.21 update, we now have access to ominous bottles, which you only get by killing pillager captains. Oh, I completely forgot about this. Uh-oh, my bad. I should get back to this at some point. I really should. It would suck to leave another arcade unfinished. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. If we kill a pillager captain, we should be able to get the ominous bottle. Let's see, there you are. You can also get them inside the trial chambers, but I'd rather start off with one than get one later. Okay, everybody, hear me out. You guys have seen me do a few different trial chambers so far. I did the Can I Live in a Trial Chamber? I did Trial Chamber in Hardcore with like the ominous trials. And I did a group trial chamber run with Armor Blue, Luna Lily, and Lucky Lane Zero. And I don't want to bore you guys with a bunch of trial chamber content if you don't want to see me do trial chambers. So if you are interested in me doing more trial chambers, please let me know down in the comments below. Otherwise, let me just show you what I've been up to. So I have currently done maybe 6, 7, possibly even 8 trial chambers at this point on the Hitchhikers SMP. And eventually I stopped because I decided to turn this trial chamber into a little farm. And let me show you what I've got going on here. So right now I have Trial Omen. And I'm just going to toss this stuff in here. I collect so much junk. But I turned this zombie spawner into a little like kill chamber. Sometimes they spawn out here, which is what these trapdoors are for. So if they're chasing me, they actually fall into the water anyway. And I have it on both sides. Yep, there we go. Had to wait for it to activate. And they're just going to keep falling in just like that. And I don't even have to do much. Then we have the breeze spawner right in here. Oh, if I can get up here. Come on. Gotta glide in here. And I highly recommend using a looting sword on the breeze because you can get so many breeze rods. It is ridiculous. Although it looks like I'm lagging really badly right now. Yeah, like he was floating in the air just now. That breeze wasn't even inside. Okay, hold on. Hey, you're not supposed to be out there. Where? You just teleported. Goodness gracious, I'm lagging so much and I have no idea why. I have to go find that breeze. He wasn't supposed to escape. There you are. Hiya! Did I hit you? You're on fire. Perfect. He wasn't supposed to escape. Usually they don't. And the wind burst from the ominous trials sometimes does open up the trapdoors again. Just like that! It literally just did it after I had just said it. But yeah, the zombies will actually just die in here, and it makes it so easy for me to actually pick up whatever comes out of their spawner. I don't like most of the loot that comes out of the spawners, but I have been taking the food. This area is just so far away from any reliable food source for me. Usually I rely on the Hoglin farm for the pork chops, but getting the food from the spawners is pretty useful as well. But let me go ahead and show you guys something real quick. If we come up here to my ender chest, oh, I right clicked that, I'm waiting, there we go. Why is it so laggy right now? My ping is not bad. Anyway, throw down that shulker box and look, we got 21 ominous trial keys, 23 regular trial keys. We have so many breeze rods, and we're even getting some breeze heads. But look, I also got the mace, which I'm really excited about. And I was able to get Breach 4 with it. I'm still waiting on a Wind Burst enchantment. That's actually why I'm collecting these keys, so that it makes it easier for me to go through various trial chambers, just open up the vaults and then get the heck out of there. Because literally all I want is Wind Burst at this point. Everything else, I don't really care for. But Wind Burst? There's only one way to get Wind Burst, and it's through the ominous trial vaults. So it's a bit of a bummer, but right now that's what we got. Another cool thing about the trial chamber and the trial omen effect is these spawners have like a 30-minute cooldown. So if I did not have trial omen right now, it would be a regular, normal trial. It spawns all the mobs. I get the trial key or whatever the other loot is that you would get from one of these spawners. And then if I activated Trial Omen, it would reset itself with an ominous trial, and all those mobs would spawn, and then I could potentially get an ominous trial key or whatever else the ominous spawner would give me as loot. But then I would have to wait 30 minutes. Now in single player, it's not necessarily a problem, but it's definitely something that will hinder your progress, because you have to wait 30 minutes for it. And you would probably run out of your trial omen. Like you can see, I have 31 minutes left on this. If I waited 30 minutes, I would have 1 minute left on my trial omen. But here's a little tip for you if you are playing on a server. The timers on these spawners, I think, is a global timer. It doesn't matter if these are loaded in or not. As long as 30 minutes passes on the server, it will reset. So if I left right now and I came back 30 minutes later, my trial omen would still be at 30 minutes and 28 seconds, for example, but these would have already reset for me, meaning I could reliably use one trial omen effect and really set out to farm this. It would just mean that I have to leave the server, wait 30 minutes, come back, do it again. Leave the server, wait 30 minutes, come back and do it again. Which honestly isn't that big of a deal for me. It might be for other people, but I'm built different. Anyway, so that's just this one room. I also set up this little thing over here. This is for the skeleton spawner. Now, I tried putting like some fire here. It didn't really work out too well, but with these blocks blocking the skeletons inside, I really don't have to worry about anything with like these skeletons shooting at me. I do have to worry about the stuff falling from the sky though. And because I have an elytra, I can literally just glide down here and I can start hitting them with my axe pretty easily. But let's say you don't have an elytra, you can literally just use a trapdoor and do pretty much the same exact thing. And then, once they're all dead, you can collect whatever key is there, whatever comes out. It might be, yeah, it's baked potatoes this time. It's like always baked potatoes, man. I honestly don't really like the skeleton parts of this. They seem to give me the most trouble out of everything. Like if we come up here, this is one of the skeleton rooms. That's what I call it because it's almost always skeletons in here. There hasn't been one time I've come through a trial chamber that this kind of room was not a skeleton room. Whether it be regular skeletons, whether it be bogged, or whether it be strays, it's like always skeletons in this room. But anyway, this is the most I was able to do. If you set up like some slabs here, you can prevent the skeletons from chasing after you or like leaving the area that they're in. And you could literally just walk underneath this. They can't, but you can, because you're special and you're built different too. You're built like me. But again, with your shield, you can literally just sit here in the corner. They can't even reach you most of the time because you're blocked off. And you just kind of take them out a little bit at a time. I'm really bad at it though. But look, there we go. We got ourselves another trial key, and if you have some shears on you, you might be able to collect yourself some cobwebs as well. Now, if we head downstairs, there's a few more areas we can take a look at. So for this one, this is another skeleton area. I just literally wrapped it around with the blocks like this. And again, you could literally use a trapdoor to do the exact same thing that I'm doing with the elytra. So you can still do this kind of early game, at least a little bit. Oh, watch out for that. Ah. Something to also keep in mind is those fire charges can go above the spawners. So you got to be careful, because what could happen is the fire charge is above the spawner, your item gets dispensed, and then the fire charge comes down, lighting the top of this on fire, burning your precious ominous trial key. Now in this case it was a baked potato, so I don't really care, but if it was your trial key, you're gonna be pretty upset about that. I'll tell you I was. And then we have another breeze cage over here. That's what I think I'm gonna call them, is a breeze cage, because that's pretty much all it is. And again, I recommend using a looting sword for the breeze, because I think you can get up to 6 breeze rods. I keep almost calling them blaze rods. You can get up to 6 breeze rods from 1 kill, which is awesome. Oh, actually, I just looked it up. You can apparently get up to 8 with looting 3. That's really awesome. And 1 breeze rod actually gives you 4 wind charges. So if you have a stack of those, you have 4 stacks of wind charges at your disposal. Over here, we have a little slime spawner setup where I literally just put 2 bits of fire on the side and I'm just gonna let them go. That's literally all you need to do, is just set up some fire, and then when they spawn, they'll actually bounce out of here and die in the fire. You don't even have to kill the little ones, because the spawner only cares about the one that was spawned. It doesn't care about any of like the baby ones that come out of it. So just keep that in mind. I don't have to kill any of these. There we go, another ominous key. Perfect. Moving on. Over here we have a zombie spawner, and it's going to be pretty much the same thing we did with the skeletons. I'm just going to hide under here. Again, you could use like a trapdoor to get under here. And yeah, you literally just swing at them. Sometimes a baby will spawn, and when that happens, you will get knocked out of here. You know, it is what it is. It happens. Well, let's see, what do we get? Golden carrots? Okay, whatever. Don't need most of the stuff. They're not even supposed to be dropping their armor, but sometimes they do. All in all, the trial chambers are really cool, and I really like them a lot. So if you have any ideas for what I should do with more trial chambers, I would love to hear them down in the comments below. But if you're sick of me doing some trial chamber stuff, also let me know down in the comments below, because I don't want to be boring you guys with like 1,000 trial chamber videos in a row, you know? But anyway, let's head back over to our ender chest and let's put some of this stuff away. So we got some more cobwebs, we got some more breeze rods, we got some trial keys, ominous trial keys specifically. Oh, something that I want to point out real quick is that I have been getting a few advancements here and there. Like, for example, where is it? I did get the overkill. I jumped from Armor Blue's tree and hit Longbow, and he did the same thing to me, and Blue did the same thing to me. All 3 of us jumped off of Blue's tree and hit each other and dealt over 50 hearts of damage with a single use of the mace. I also killed a breeze with a deflected breeze shot wind charge, and I got both of these under lock and key and revolting, which is using both key types, and used a wind charge to launch myself upward 8 blocks, Now, the cool thing about the wind charge and the mace is I used a single wind charge and my mace against Lost Midgeon, who was wearing full netherite armor, and it took her down to 2.5 hearts. That is absolutely crazy to me. So the mace is pretty powerful. You just got to get close enough to use it and have like some way of getting high up in the air, which I do. I really do. Well, anyway, I think that's going to do it for today's episode. We have conquered a trial chamber, and I'm really happy about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, if you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell to get notified when I upload a video. And if you're not following already, please consider following me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and supporting me on Patreon. All at CurtisDoesADig. Thank you guys so much for watching. I can't speak. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Have a good one.